I like Jalen Brunson setting the tone. It's no celebrations, it's no smiles, it's black glasses, black skellies after the interviews. I like how he's setting the tone. No, I don't trust it yet. Make all the faces you want. Go ahead, that's on you.
Well, I do trust the Knicks, and I believe that they do have a real shot at winning the NBA championship. They have a closer in Big Body Brunson, who, by the way, has now become, in my opinion, the best player in the Eastern Conference.
A 6'2" guard, no elite athleticism, drafted 33rd overall. He just dragged a franchise that hadn't won in 27 years all the way to the NBA Finals. 11 straight playoff wins, 10 of them by double digits. Unanimous Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Nearly 28 points and 7 assists a night this postseason. Too small, too slow. Exactly the kind of player the modern NBA was built to get rid of. And yet, he is now the heart of the most dominant Knicks playoff run in 50 years. So how did the 33rd pick, a guy Dallas let walk away for free, become the player nobody could stop, replace, or see coming? To understand it, you have to go back to when nobody wanted him. June 2018, the Barclays Center. The cameras follow Luka Doncic, Trae Young, DeAndre Ayton, Jaren Jackson Jr. Big names, big futures, all flying off the board fast. Then, deep in the second round, after 32 players had already been called, Dallas finally takes Jalen Brunson at pick 33. Why did he fall so far? The scouts all told the same story. 6'2", 190 pounds, no burst, no explosive jump, too small to guard anyone, too slow to create, limited ceiling. He wasn't even the first Villanova player taken that night, not the second, not the third. But here's what the reports missed completely. 2 NCAA championships, National Player of the Year in 2018, Illinois Mr. Basketball, McDonald's All-American, one of the most decorated college careers in recent memory, and the part no scout could measure, his father. Rick Brunson played 9 NBA seasons on 8 different teams. Never a star, always a grinder. The kind of player who teaches you what the league really demands when you're not built like a freak. Hard work, basketball IQ, a refusal to crack. That's what Jalen grew up watching. That's what nobody bothered to scout. 4 years in Dallas, 4 years playing in someone else's shadow. Reliable backup, steady starter, always supporting, never leading. Then the 2022 playoffs happened. With Dallas's franchise player out, Brunson exploded. 41 points in Game 2 against Utah, 31 in Game 3. He helped carry the Mavericks to the Western Conference Finals. He offered Dallas an extension twice. Twice they passed. Both times he was ready to take less than market value. Both times they left it on the table. So in the summer of 2022, New York stepped in. 4 years, $104 million. Some called it an overpay. Dallas was about to find out it was the steal of the decade. The league had just made its first big miscalculation on Brunson. The Knicks didn't know it yet, but they'd accidentally found their savior, because what happened next wasn't a free agent steal. It was a slow-motion takeover. Brunson walked into Madison Square Garden and everything changed. The Knicks had not had a real point guard in 20 years. Brunson fixed that immediately. Year 1, 24 points a night. First Knicks playoff series win since 2013. An all-star snub that only made him hungrier. The signing that some called an overpay already looked like a bargain. Then year 2 hit different. In 2023 to 2024, Brunson averaged 28.7 points per game, 4th in the entire NBA. First All-Star selection. He dropped a career-high 61 against San Antonio. Top 5 MVP finish, All-NBA. Then the playoffs came. 40-plus points in 4 straight playoff games. Only 3 players in NBA history had ever done that before him. Jerry West, Bernard King, Michael Jordan. Now Brunson. His 35.5 points per game led every single player in the first round. He finished at 32.4 for the whole postseason, second only to Joel Embiid, a different level entirely. Until Game 7 against Indiana, where he broke his hand. The Knicks lost. The deepest run in years ended with their best player walking off hurt. He gave everything, still wasn't enough. Then came the moment that showed exactly who he is. That summer, Brunson signed the 4-year, $156.5 million extension. He could have waited a year and gotten $269 million. Instead, he walked away from roughly $113 million, the biggest player discount in modern NBA history. He didn't do it for attention. He did it so the front office could build a real team around them. Towns arrived. The roster got stronger. New York went 51-31, back in the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time in 25 years. But before we continue, for tonight, I put together a 3-player lineup. I got Alex Caruso to get more than 9.5 points, Isaiah Hartenstein to get more than 8 rebounds, and Victor Wembanyama, of course, to get more than 26.5 points. This Game 7 might be the game of the year. I'm running this as a power play, but you can also do this as a flex play for a lower payout. Indiana ended the run in 6. Thibodeau was gone before summer. 2 playoff runs cut short. 2 summers of doubt creeping back in. But here's the thing. The league still cannot solve him. Brunson doesn't beat you with speed. He doesn't beat you with length. He doesn't beat you with hops. He beats you with footwork, patience, and a brain that is 2 steps ahead of every defender on the floor. The modern NBA was designed to phase out smaller, slower, less athletic guards. He keeps producing at an elite level anyway. Every year, every series, every defensive game plan thrown at him. Then this season, the league gave him a brand new coach, a brand new system, and asked him to do it all over again. What he did instead shocked everyone. Mike Brown took over with a resume most coaches would dream about. Warrior system, motion offense, deeper rotations, less grinding starters into dust by May. The total opposite of everything the Knicks had run for 4 years. And the fit with Brunson? Perfect. Fresher legs, more weapons, a system that did not ask him to carry every possession, just let him pick his spots when it mattered. The results showed up fast. Earlier this season, the Knicks won the NBA Cup, rallying past the Spurs in the final. Brunson averaged nearly 35 a night through the tournament and was named Cup MVP in a near-unanimous vote, 19 of 20 ballots. The franchise's first in-season tournament title. James Dolan made it clear no banner would hang at Madison Square Garden for this. The only banner the Knicks cared about was the one missing for over 50 years. Brunson and the team celebrated briefly, then got back to work. By the end of the regular season, Brunson had done it again. 26 points, 6.8 assists, 3.3 rebounds across 74 games. The Knicks finished 53-28, their best record in over a decade, 3rd seed in the East. 3rd straight All-NBA second team, 3rd straight All-Star, 4 straight playoff trips for the franchise, something not seen since the Patrick Ewing era. And here is the part the league still has not cracked, the last 7 seconds of the shot clock. When the defense has done everything right for 17 seconds, when every action off the ball has been shut down, when the help has rotated, when the angles are all closed, Brunson still finds a way. He doesn't rush, he doesn't panic. He backs the defender into a corner with jab steps, a hesitation, and a fadeaway that has no business going in. And it goes in, game after game, season after season. You can scheme against speed, you can scheme against size, but you cannot teach a defense to stop a player whose greatest weapon is his mind. The Cup, the All-NBA nod, the 53 wins, the 3rd straight All-Star appearance, all of it impressive, none of it the answer to the only question Knicks fans had left. Could he do it when it truly mattered? When the season was on the line? When the lights were at their brightest? He didn't just answer that question this postseason, he buried it. What Brunson did this postseason was not just dominant, it was historic. 11 straight wins, all by double digits. The kind of streak you see in dynasty runs, not just championship runs. Only 10 teams in NBA history have ever won 10 in a row in the playoffs. Of the 9 that did it before the Knicks, 5 went on to win the title. The Knicks are not sneaking into the finals, they're walking in. The path through the East was clean and ruthless. Atlanta handled in the first round, then Philadelphia in the semis. Brunson opened that series with 35. The Knicks swept in 4. Then came the moment the whole run announced itself. The Eastern Conference Finals against Cleveland. Game 1 at the Garden. The Cavs built a big lead and held it all night. Early in the fourth, the Knicks were down 22. 8 minutes left. In the biggest game of the year, Brunson took over. 38 points by the final buzzer. The Knicks erased the entire deficit, pushed it to overtime, and won 115-104. A comeback for the history books. Game 2, Cleveland made adjustments. They doubled Brunson, switched everything, dared him to pass. So he did. 14 assists, 19 points. Knicks won 109-93. The bench delivered. Role players got open looks. Brunson made every right read all night long.
You can take the ball out of his hands. You cannot take the brain. Game 3 in Cleveland, Brunson dropped 30 on the road. Knicks won 121-108, up 3-0. Game 4 needed no hero, just 16 quiet points from Brunson because the job was already done. The Knicks crushed Cleveland 130-93. Sweep complete. 6 players in double figures. The franchise's first NBA Finals trip in 27 years. The series line, 25.5 points and nearly 8 assists a game. Eastern Conference Finals MVP, unanimous, every single ballot. The Larry Bird Trophy with his name on it. Across the entire postseason, Brunson is averaging 27.8 points, 6.7 assists, 2.8 rebounds. The Knicks are 11-0 in their last 11 playoff games. He is the engine of every single one. The weight of this is hard to even put into words. First NBA Finals for the Knicks since 1999, a 27-year drought. They haven't won the whole thing since 1973, 3 years before the ABA-NBA merger, the kind of gap most fan bases never come back from. And Brunson, if he finishes this, joins one of the most exclusive clubs in basketball, players 6'2" or shorter who led their team to a championship. That list has 2 names on it. 2. The 33rd pick, the guy Dallas let walk for free. The guy the whole league said was too small, too slow, and too limited to ever be the centerpiece of anything. Standing 4 wins away from a ring in a city that has been waiting half a century for someone to deliver. That is the truth about Jalen Brunson. The 33rd pick, too small, too slow. Dallas let him walk. 2 NCAA rings, 3-time All-Star, 3-time All-NBA, Cup MVP, Conference Finals MVP, left $113 million on the table because the ring meant more. The NBA was built on speed, length, and athleticism. Brunson ignored every rule, and he is about to play for a championship anyway. The Knicks have waited 27 years. 4 wins stand between a 6'2" second-round pick and the trophy nobody thought he would ever touch. That is what the NBA feared. That is the truth about Jalen Brunson. Where does he rank among point guards if he wins it all? Let me know. Like, subscribe, and check out one of these on your screen.